ICG viewers! Guess who's back? And guess who's starting a new project right here on Infinity Cell Gaming? This is Spider-Man 2002, aka Spider-Man the movie game, on the real Xbox One. The original Xbox released in 2001. And I am being joined here today by...
Ladies and gents, it's the Fake Jake, your other Spider-Man junkie in Infinity Cell Gaming. And then me and Aaron here are going to be taking an adventure through Sam Raimi's first movie game, starring, of course, Tobey Maguire and Willem Dafoe.
And guest starring Josh Keaton, who was originally supposed to be Spider-Man in this game, and that explains why there's a lot of dialogue that is identical to the dialogue you got from Tobey Maguire when you played as the Green Goblin in this game. Some cool little trivia right there. And it's going to be Jake and I going through this. I'm specifically going to be holding the controller this time. On previous projects, well, at least in Sunshine, it was Jake who was doing it. It's going to be my turn, and it's going to be both of us because we are both essentially fanboys of this game and the Raimi trilogy as a whole.
Yes, even the third movie.
Oh, yeah. So without any further ado, we're going to start a new game here, and it's going to be a blast. Now, training mode, I would encourage all of you who haven't actually played this game yet to go through that on your own, and it'll speak for itself, and you can thank me later. We're going to go straight to the new game. I'm going to play on enhanced control style. We're going to be using the thumbstick, because who uses a D-pad on the Xbox controller? Nobody! And we're going to be doing it on normal. I've already done it on superhero, believe me. And I'm not going to do that again, because there'll be a lot of fails. Here we go.
This is how my story begins. My uncle Ben
Toby the
and Aunt May
goat.
raised me like a son. They never had much money though. I thought my powers could help make up for that. The last time I saw Uncle Ben alive, we argued.
Oh yeah, the macho madness running wild on the human aranya.
Well, Randy Savage had some work done.
Dig it.
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd Street Library.
10-4. Suspect is believed to be a member of the Skull's gang. Proceed with caution.
That was a thick accent from that lady there.
Yeah. Look for Skull's gang
Question.
dogs on building tops. I love the little interludes right here between levels.
Yeah, and I always used to be really creeped out by that spider
Ben.
going down the screen.
Yeah. Because certain versions, he would only go to the middle of the screen, and then other versions, he would go all the way down.
Does no one see this guy crawling on the side of a building?
Apparently not.
There's nothing Peter Parker can do at this point. But Spider-Man is a different story.
Damn, man. Back in 2002 when I got this on my GameCube, this blew my mind, these visuals.
It's even
supposed to be
this was me on the
Skull's
PS2
territory.
as well. You know,
I'll
even
find
though
Uncle
that's
Ben's killer
probably
if I have to go through every one of the Skulls
least
to do it.
good-looking version of the game out of the main ones. This was still a pretty big deal for what it was.
Yeah, especially considering we were coming off of Spider-Man 2000 and Inner Electro visually, and those were good at the time as well. But this one took it to a whole other level, and it was phenomenal at the time. And I still look back at it fondly, as I'm doing right now.
Oh yeah, this one still ages well. Unlike some other Spider-Man games that have ironically not aged as well, that are actually younger than this game.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I have too many memories with that one, as everyone knows. I'm sure we'll probably relive this at some
And you're
point.
probably thinking, for those of you that are familiar with that game, you're probably thinking I'm talking about the PS2 version. No, I'm actually talking about the next-gen versions.
Which it feels like an unfinished prototype.
Exactly. Look at this dude running to nowhere. Oh, he's
running
dead.
to standstill.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to be speeding through this as quickly as I can now. I was taking my time there for a second, but we're going to go through this as fast as possible. I'm going to assume that most of you watching this have already played this a million times like we have. So I will not waste any more time and get into it and save this lady's
Thank you so much.
backpack.
You saved my life.
Don't worry about it, lady. I gotta go.
Wait, before you go, I lost my purse on one of the rooftops around
On
here.
a different rooftop?
Yes.
Different from this one?
Yes.
Are you serious? Are you taking some kind of tour of city rooftops?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll find your purse for you.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that would explain all the helicopters going around.
What kind of lady loses her purse? I mean, really. Oh.
I better hurry so I don't lose the trail of that killer.
And there is a purpose to this. You do get bonus points at the end of the level for rescuing this woman's backpack.
Here's your purse back.
Thank you so much. This city could use more masked vigilantes like you.
If you say so. Try to stay off rooftops from now on. A lot of gang members seem to hang out up here.
I will. Thanks again.
Okay.
She was talking about more mass vigilantes. It's like, I don't think we need any more Spider-Man clones. We already have way too many.
Come on, it's not like Peter's gonna clone himself or anything like that later on.
Or, I guess in this case, before.
Before,
the
yeah.
94 series. Because the 94 series.
Alright.
Just imagine if Christopher Daniel Barnes actually did the voice in a video game. Actually, I think he did, wasn't it?
He did on
wasn't
one
he
of
the
them.
voice? It was the Edge of Time game, I think.
It might have been that one, yeah.
And Shadow Dimensions, actually. I think he was a voice in both of them.
I think
But I
he
know
was
they-
Noir. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah. And then I think in the Edge of Time, he was the 2099.
Yes.
Because they got Josh Keaton to play regular Spider-Man. Which was awesome.
It
And they even brought back, I can't remember his name, Dan Gilzine, to play the Amazing Friends one.
Oh, he did?
Carjacker killed an old
Yeah.
man earlier today. The killer's a skull. Where is he?
I can't tell you. He killed me.
What makes you think I won't?
Whoa.
Toby Spidey is very morbid.
Probably in that old shipping warehouse. It's right on the river. That's all I know.
Thanks.
Well, he's better at interrogating than Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He's better at interrogating than the other two were.
Yeah, definitely. So now we gotta go warehouse. But before we do, I'm gonna destroy every other Skulls Gang member that you can find on this level as quickly as I can. And avoid the occasional people that have the guns. And speaking
I
of
remember getting
Spider-Man
stuck in
2000.
this lift.
Wait, sorry, hold your thought. Finish your thought.
I remember getting stuck on that little part of the lift in a glitch in the game. I was stuck inside that.
It was a glitch.
I don't know how that happened. He just kept running in place. And then I got close-up views of places I didn't really want to see.
Watch this, watch this. Boom! He falls down! Ah!
See, I'm telling you, man, games back then, the sky was the limit, but nowadays they have these protective barriers. So, like, nope, you can't do that to people anymore.
Yep.
But I mean, especially in Spider-Man 2, you could see guys fly for days.
Oh yeah.
Which
And it was a glorious
in my
sight every
opinion,
time.
One of the funnest parts of that game.
I agree. Okay, I was mentioning before, some of the moves have returned from the PS1 Spidey games. They were still using the same engine from those PS1 games onto this game. Originally, the plan was to make it look like Spider-Man 2 ended up looking. They wanted a free roaming, kind of web swinging type deal for this game. But they didn't end up doing that, I think for time purposes. And then they were still working out the kinks for what would become Spider-Man 2 at this time.
I actually do wonder what a free roaming game with this style and engine would have looked like. Because, if you look at Spider-Man 2, really the only problem that a lot of people have with that game, and on some days I can agree with it, is the fact that Spider-Man's character model is really small in that game. As opposed to this one where he's a lot bigger.
People had a problem with that.
Apparently.
I was thinking you were going to bring up something on the technical side of the game. I'm like, visually? What?
Well, I mean, no, the visual problem didn't happen until Spider-Man 3, where everybody had those scary-looking eyes.
Yeah, at that time I could understand the problem, but Spider-Man 2, I didn't find it to be an issue. If anything, it made sense he was smaller because it's a giant New York now.
Yeah, see, that's what I liked about it. It gave you a sense of depth of how big New York was.
Yep.
And you haven't even got to explore all of New York in a single Spider-Man game yet.
That's true.
Even those Insomniac games coming out now.
Oh yeah, so secrets found, that's your bonus points right there. If you are diligent enough to actually find the secrets or do the little bonus missions at the end, it'll show you some extra points there, and it'll help you unlock a bunch of other stuff in the secret store in the main menu. Trust your spider sense when he goes off, get out of there. He's in the dark.
Huh, what's this door doing open? Man, people gotta be more careful. The cops could show up at any time.
Well, as the 2018 game said, now it's time for Spider Cop.
Oh yeah, and you know what else it's time for? The late. Well, actually, he's still alive. I always said late. The great Ash Williams.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
See those heavily shadowed areas? Whenever you're in a shadowed spot like that, you become invisible to the bad guys.
Bruce Campbell.
Not gonna lie, that laugh freaked me out a little bit the first time I heard it.
Yeah, the nostalgia's real though.
So, one of the things that you begin this level with is a stealth bonus. And you see how in the top corner how his character portrait is shaded blue. This means you're currently invisible to enemies. Now, as soon as you're seen, you'll lose your stealth bonus for the rest of the level. So let's see how long Eric can keep it, if he decides to.
Out of my way.
How you like me now, punk?
Oh, damn it. He's in the wall.
I'm gonna take
Don't
you
worry, these guys are a lot less aware than thugs in feature games.
Sweet. Yeah, I think that's everybody, at least on medium level. Was there a web cartridge around here? No, I don't think there was.
There might be one under the stairs, but that might be health. So he was able to keep his stealth bonus for the whole time, because once you get to this moment, it no longer applies. So good job on keeping it.
Yeah, and if you somehow did not do the stealth level stuff, that door right there that's locked, that would have opened and you would have had to destroy more enemies. Thank goodness they kept this from Spidey 2000 and Enter Electro.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you, this thing will save your life in later levels.
Oh, he's still shooting me. I have my own projectiles.
I just love how I could chuck tires at them.
It's fun, man. Throwing stuff, it's fun. You could pick it up like that, but why would you want to do that when you can hit the kick button and pick them up immediately? And here's more from the great Bruce.
Just for giggles, press the punch button near an object to try picking it up.
That's what I just did.
Press punch again to throw it. Don't have time to pick it up? Too lazy? No problem. The kick button will launch an item without picking it up. There. Was that simple enough for you? Or should I play the whole game?
I mean, it would be awesome if we had him as a guest on here.
Oh yeah. So here's another secret area for your bonus points.
This is actually one of the few secret areas in the game where it actually brings up the text saying that you found a secret area. I believe this is one of two.
One of two,
Well,
and then the other, well, a couple times, but if you find a secret area, you're going to hear that little sound effect, and you'll know, oh yeah, I found a secret. Let's move on. Spider sense is tingling.
Stop right there, murderer.
Huh?
If you know what I'm talking
Let him
about.
through. I got the door fuse, boss. He ain't getting through.
I always like that little.
I always got such a kick out of these guys'
Looks
voices.
like the freak wants to play. You should have stayed home, kid.
Tough guy, huh?
If only you had the web dome at Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah. Now, I will admit, one thing that did kind of bother me about this game at points was the fact that you had a web meter, because in the Raimi films, the webbing was unlimited because it was organic. It came out of him. But, you know, that's basically the same thing as giving Superman a life bar in his video games, too.
And he only gets a life bar if somehow his opponents have kryptonite. But yeah, I think the initial plan was to have cartridges in this game, like the first two games on PlayStation. And there are a few pictures in the early stages of the game where you could see that. But because of the organic plot line right there in the movie games, they switched it to this, I believe. But yet, the point still stands. It's still a little weird.
I have to find a way to shut off the power so I can get through. That should do it.
I don't know.
Find the guy who killed Uncle Ben.
As weird as Spider-Man 3 was in almost every other physical element, at least they
Taking a
kept that
fuse out of the
consistent.
control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
Take that.
In town?
Surprise him with the fire
Just
extinguisher.
imagine if Toby was actually talking to himself, like actually voicing all this out loud. Folks would be like, "Who are you talking to?"
Looks like the freak wants to play.
It would be funny, man, if they actually made some type of reference toward it.
That's where I need to be. Now I just need to find a way to get there.
Yeah, he's getting hit.
I always loved doing that.
Tear you to
Yeah.
pieces.
You can see him falling like, oh, that hurt.
It's like, where's that coming from?
Oh, I can't do it anymore. Okay.
That takes care of that. Now to get that fuse.
Okay, so he'll be significantly weaker once I get down there and beat his ass some more.
And you can bypass a lot of this hidden dialogue by just going through and just doing the speedy
What's with the
approach.
getup?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Toby, that's a little wrong, man.
Get this freak away.
I was hoping he'd say that.
I always love that.
This fuse should get that door open.
We put the fuse back where it belongs.
This is where the fuse goes.
Ah.
Now I've got you.
That's like Frasier. A carpet where a carpet does not belong.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
I never watched that much Frasier, so I had to guess. Okay, this is something for... I have no idea why to this day, but when I was a youngster, I liked to come over here and give myself some damage. Get the health and then destroy these and get out. Oh, man.
Hey,
I won't
Web
question your
swing!
childhood habits. Oh, jeez.
Web swing!
Web swing. Bringing back his old move from Marvel Capcom.
Yeah. And then this giant shelf. Bam!
If only they had a spider sting.
circus in town?
Well, that was kind of it right there.
Do not shoot me. Damn it, he totally whiffed the field goal. Oh, man. In any event, we still get through the level. Alright, we're about 17 minutes in now. And I got 700 on all four of the bonuses right there. That's cool. I think we're going to end it here for the first part so I can get through quite a bit of this game in the second part and the third part. And we'll go on from there. So, this has been Aaronetic and
The Fake Jake.
we will be back for more Spider-Man 2002 here on ICG. See ya.
Excelsior.
Excelsior! Bye.